Ikigai is often translated as a reason for being, or more simply, the reason you wake up each morning. But it's more than just a philosophical concept. Ikigai is a way of life, rooted in Japanese culture and everyday practice. It represents the intersection of your passion, your mission, your profession, and your vocation. These elements come together to give you a sense of purpose and fulfillment. In fact, some researchers believe that Ikigai may be one of the reasons people in Okinawa, Japan, have some of the longest life expectancies in the world. Today, we'll break down the 4 key pillars of Ikigai and explore how you can discover your own. We'll also touch on how Ikigai can be applied in daily life, how it contributes to longevity, and why it's worth exploring this concept in your personal journey to happiness and fulfillment. To truly grasp Ikigai, we need to understand its 4 pillars. These pillars form a framework that helps us identify where our deepest passions intersect with the world's needs and the practicalities of life. What you love. Passion. The first pillar of Ikigai is about doing what you love. Think of the activities that make time fly by, that bring you joy and satisfaction. These are your passions. In Japanese culture, finding joy in even the simplest tasks is a way of life. It's why hobbies and crafts are highly valued. Whether it's painting, writing, or even tending a garden, what you love is central to discovering your Ikigai. Ask yourself, what do you naturally gravitate towards? What brings you joy? What you're good at? Vocation. The second pillar is about your strengths, what you're naturally good at. This could be a skill you've developed over time, or a talent that comes easily to you. Aligning your Ikigai with your strengths ensures that your passion has a solid foundation. It's one thing to love painting, for example, but it's another to refine that love into a skill that can create value for others. What the world needs. Mission. This is where Ikigai transcends the self. It's not just about personal satisfaction, but also about contributing to something larger than yourself. What does the world need that you can provide? How can your passion and skills benefit others? In Japanese culture, the idea of contributing to society, whether through work, family, or community, is a key aspect of a meaningful life. What you can be paid for. Profession. The final pillar is practical. How can you make a living from what you love and are good at? This is often the hardest part to reconcile, but it's vital for a sustainable Ikigai. Making a living from your passion isn't always easy, but it's crucial if you want to maintain balance. Ask yourself, can you turn your love into a career, or find a profession that aligns with your mission? Now that we've outlined the 4 pillars, how do you actually find your Ikigai? This process requires introspection, patience, and self-awareness. It's about asking the right questions and listening to the answers that come from within. Start by reflecting on each pillar. What do you love? What are you good at? What does the world need from you? And how can you be paid for it? These questions may not have immediate answers, and that's okay. Ikigai is not something you stumble upon overnight. It's a journey of self-discovery that may take years to fully understand. One way to begin this process is by creating a personal Ikigai diagram. This involves mapping out the intersections of your passions, strengths, what the world needs, and how you can be paid. Seeing it visually can help clarify where these elements overlap in your life. Ikigai doesn't have to be grand. In fact, for many, it's found in the simplest of tasks. It can be something as small as preparing your morning tea with mindfulness, or tending to a garden that brings you peace. The idea is to find joy in the present moment and in the everyday. Let's take the example of Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, which is a practice deeply rooted in Japanese culture. It's a simple activity that involves spending mindful time in nature, yet for many, it's a key part of their Ikigai. It connects them to their environment and brings a sense of peace and purpose. Another example is the Japanese tea ceremony, which is a ritual that embodies mindfulness, attention to detail, and beauty in simplicity. Finding Ikigai in daily life doesn't require a grand quest. It's often found in the small, meaningful moments. In Okinawa, Japan, people are renowned for their longevity. Some of the longest living people in the world reside there, and Ikigai is often cited as a contributing factor to their long, healthy lives. One reason for this may be that having a sense of purpose can improve both mental and physical health. Studies show that people who have a clear sense of purpose are less likely to experience stress and more likely to engage in healthy behaviors. This is critical in aging populations, where a strong Ikigai can be a protective factor against diseases like dementia or depression. Purpose gives life structure and meaning. When you wake up each morning with something to look forward to, it's easier to stay active and engaged in life, both physically and mentally. So how can you apply Ikigai to your own life? Start by reflecting on your current situation. What are you doing right now that aligns with your passions and strengths? What small changes could you make to bring more meaning into your day? I recommend taking a few minutes each day to practice mindfulness and gratitude. Focus on what brings you joy and how you can share that joy with others. Set aside time for activities that align with your passion, whether it's creative hobbies, volunteering, or developing new skills. Another step is creating your personal Ikigai diagram. Visualize how the 4 pillars intersect in your life. From there, identify 1 or 2 small actions you can take to begin living more in alignment with your Ikigai. Remember, Ikigai is not a destination, it's a journey. It's something you cultivate over time through self-reflection, mindfulness, and action. The beauty of Ikigai is that it evolves with you. As your passions, skills, and life circumstances change, so does your Ikigai. It's also important to keep in mind that Ikigai isn't about perfection. It's about balance and harmony. It's about finding joy in both the big and small moments and contributing to something greater than yourself. I encourage you to start exploring your own Ikigai today and see how it can transform your life. Thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights on living a fulfilling life.